Hello, welcome back to Steve's Corner. Been a busy morning down at the bird feeder station. Ain't got nobody visiting right now. About 30 minutes or so ago, it was full of birds. Little nuthatches and finches and mourning dove or two. The mourning doves always come by early in the morning for an hour or so, and then they'll come back by usually in the evening. A couple of cardinals are showing up. Squirrels fooling around down at the bottom, picking up the droppings. It's probably been one of the best projects I ever did in retirement since I've been retired. Get a lot of enjoyment out of it. Come out here in the mornings, go over yonder and sit underneath the gazebo and have my cup of coffee and watch the little animals run around. It's kind of peaceful. It's a nice way to start your morning. Ain't nobody there now. We'll walk up yonder. I think that wood sit out and dried long enough. Well, I'm gonna come back over with a clear coat over it. I like the looks of it. Probably later today I'll take those two feeders down and clean them a little bit. I do that about once a month, maybe twice a month. But yeah, it's a nice way to start your morning, man. Get you feeling good and everything, you know what I mean? But it was probably that's one project I'm glad I did since I retired. I ain't much at doing anything, but somehow I was able to figure out how to do that and put it together. Let me set y'all up on the table here. Get you straight so you can at least see my beautiful face. I think you might be a little crooked. Heck on it. Yeah, that's better. And today's an important day, man. Today's the day Trump finds out whether he's daggone got immunity or not. I don't pay much attention to that mess, man. But I think it's interesting. I mean, it's historic too. You know, we're living in historic times. It's kind of important to pay a little bit of attention to it. But we'll see, I guess, sometime today. Got a pretty good rainstorm last night, man. And that's good too. Because we've been dry probably 2-3 weeks, man. It's been hot, humid, dry. I think that's the first actual drop of rain we had. We had some little light shower come through one day, but it didn't last more than a couple of minutes. But I gotta get out of here. I got a little bit of running in town I gotta do, and then I'm gonna go pick Mama up. And we got to run her into the bank today, and then I'll probably just knock around. That's when I might clean them daggone bird feeders. It don't take about 30 minutes. I take them down, spray them off with a hose, and wipe them down with a little bit of Dawn dishwashing liquid, and flush them back off and let them dry. Fill them back up. But that's about it, man. It's just a slow day today. Oh, you know what? One day last week, probably Thursday or Friday I think it was Thursday, I went over to a little place across the river over yonder called Weston Manor. It's the last 18th century manor house still standing on the Appomattox River. I made a little video over there. I ain't put it together yet. It's a couple sections. I just got to piece them together. But ain't much really happened there. It was it's a place that's owned by the Hopewell Historical Society, I believe. They have a couple places in town they try to keep up, and it's a nice little place. So they got the main house, and they got two outbuildings. And one of them was those are reproductions, the outbuildings. One of them's the laundry, and the other one's the outdoor kitchen. They were doing some excavating around there or whatever, and found out that's where they were at. So they reconstructed a couple buildings there. But it was a Union encampment sometime during the Civil War. It was actually built by a family that had come over here in the 1600s. It came over as indentured servants. by about 100 years later, they'd become pretty prominent landowners in town there. Owned a good piece of land over there and built that house. But I took you on a walk around the house there and over to the two buildings, the kitchen and the laundry, and took you down to the pier they got there. That's where I sometimes I'll go over there and go fishing a couple times during the summer. So, but it ain't much, but it's just another one of them little places around here I've been enjoying visiting. You know, I've been to a lot of them before, but I don't know, a lot of interesting stuff around here. You know, we actually had Clara Barton here during the Civil War. Over at that park I walk around. There was a big hospital there back during the war, and she was a nurse over yonder. So it's a little speck of dot on the map, but a lot of interesting and important people have been through here from time to time over the decades, centuries. From John Smith and Pocahontas, Jackson, Lee, Grant. Even, I don't know, one of them guys from 60 Minutes back in the 70s done a little spot on 60 Minutes from Hopewell across there. We had that big chemical spill back there in the 70s. So it's an interesting little place to live. But anyways, man, y'all take care of yourselves, and we'll talk to y'all later.